everyone, day 16. Today is about glute strengthening and stretching. So that's our main focus. However, we also make sure that we have a good body flow warming us for the day. We're going to go through our affirmation. So let's start on our back. Come and lie down. Bring your feet towards your bottom. Let your arms rest down by the side of your body. Allow your shoulders to relax. And let your self focus on the breath. Gently draw the breath in, lifting through the belly and heart. And then exhale to release, sinking down towards the supporting earth. A few beautiful breaths can help us to center into the class, into the session today. Take one more nourishing inhale. Now today's affirmation is, my thoughts become my reality. So sometimes we don't think how powerful our thoughts can be. Our thoughts can really change our reality. So I'd like you to keep that in mind by repeating this affirmation throughout your practice and throughout your day. Keep the gentle flow of the breath. You may keep your eyes closed or gently open them. On your next inhale, press it into your feet and into your shoulders. Allow your tailbone to tuck under and start to lift your hips up and off the ground, reaching your arms up and above your head to come up into a floating bridge. And then your exhale, slowly reverse the movement, releasing the spine and the hands back and down into the floor. Let's repeat this a few more times. So lifting up through the hands and the hips, the back of the hands touch the ground as you lift up to the top. Exhaling, try to release down the same tempo. As you lift your hips, notice if you push into one side more than the other. Chest lifted, belly pull in, back of the body starts to strengthen. So we find a little squeeze through the posterior chain. Just one more time in your own tempo. Slowly lifting the arms as you push your hips. And release your arms down by the side. Release your hips back into the floor. Keep your hands down on the inhale. Next time, you just lift your hips up towards the ceiling. You can stay here and hold, or you may have enough energy to gather into the back body. Press into your left foot. See if you can lift your right leg up and up into a tabletop. Touch your right foot down as you inhale and exhale. Keep the hips twisted as you lift your left foot down. Now you may repeat this one more time. Take a rest if you need to. And if you don't want to, just hold the bridge. Keep breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Great. Come on back into the floor with your feet. Relax down through the spine and allow the knees to hug in towards your chest. Have a little roll if that feels good. And then come back into the floor with your feet. Let your hips gently lift once again. Now this time, if you're able to, maybe try and connect your hands. So bring your clasp into the hands. Walk your elbows underneath you. Maybe bring your shoulder blades toward each other. Lift up as high as you can. Squeezing your hips upwards, engaging fully through the back of your body. Take 2 full inhale here. You can feel that beautiful opening through the front body. And on the exhale, slowly release your elbows underneath you and find yourself down on the ground. Great job. Yourself hugging through the knees one more time. And then take your time to slowly roll yourself over towards the side. Let yourself push up and come back onto your hands and knees. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Allow your shoulders to gently pull in towards the spine. Inhale. Exhale to tuck your tailbone under. Let your knees lift up and push your hips up towards the ceiling. So allow yourself to find a little bit of a paddle in your down dog. Bring your one knee towards your chest and the opposite. Start to feel the backs of the legs once again. As you come back to center, just lower both knees back into the floor. Allow the hands and the knees touch. Up, down into a stable position. So as you anchor down through the hands, engage your core. Inhale. Exhale to lift your right knee up to the side. So just the same little angle, then you got it when you stand on the ground. Bring it back, and let's do just 4 more. Lift and lower. See if you can keep the body completely still as you work with that bent right leg. Good. Take 1 more. Bring that leg up, lift, and lower down. Find your way back into the floor and change sides. So the left leg lift, keep that distance behind the back of the knee, and then do just a couple more. Nice, keep breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, keep the shin down on the ground with the right leg, and your last one, belly draws to the spine, relax your knee down. Great, bringing your hands nice and wide, lower your body down towards the floor. Allow yourself to find the forearms on the ground with the elbows underneath your shoulders. Pull your shoulders back, let the hands rest underneath your shoulders as you lift your eye gaze. That's your swings position. So let your right foot come towards the bottom as you inhale, and then exhale to take a swap, bring the left foot up towards the bottom. Now you can point your toes away and notice the stretch through the front of the hip as you bring the foot towards your bottom. Or you can bring flexion into the feet, and that's going to ignite and bring a little bit more engagement into the glute area down the back of your legs and the hamstrings. Okay, so you're going to do for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax both feet back into the ground. Let your head relax down onto the mat. Bring the hands underneath your shoulders. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, release. Well done. Roll over towards your left side. Let yourself create a straight line with your feet, shoulders, hips, and relax the top hand out in front of you. Now when you got that lengthening, bend your knees and bring the feet about the knees in a 45-degree angle. Take an inhale. Exhale to extend into that top leg. All I'd like you to do is to find a little kick. So inhale to lift your leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale to relax the foot back and down. Now you may extend and point your foot as you lift, and exhale to flex the foot back and down. Your aim is to keep your hips facing forward, relax back. If you feel comfortable for the next 4, as you relax the foot back, extend through the bottom leg, and notice if you wobble a little bit more as you lift. If that's the case, feel free to come back with a leg bend. Otherwise, we keep lifting the belly button joint towards the spine, so that our core helps us to work through the legs. Hip bones facing forward, and just 1 more time. Lifting and lowering. Great job. As you bring your feet together, slowly roll yourself back onto your tummy. Bring your forearms back underneath your shoulders, pull your shoulders away from the spine, and let the belly button pull up towards the spine as you draw the shoulders away. Okay, now this time the right foot comes to the bottom twice. We're going to come 1, 2, relax the foot, and the left. 1 and 2. It's a bit of a Pilates-based exercise, 1 leg kick. It brings a bit of strengthening to the back body and a lovely stretch through the front. And that's normally the case with back strengthening exercises. So feel free to find that full range, maybe flex into the foot as you bring the heel towards the bottom, and 1 more each side. Good. Keep the knee in line with your hip. Last one. Release. Great work. Come on down on your belly and extend your right arm. Extend and side onto the right side body. Find a straight line, hips facing forward. Allow the legs to bend 45 degrees and extend through the top leg. Take an inhale. On the exhale, pull the belly button to spine. Make sure that your belly is core engaged. Then inhale to lift your top leg up towards the ceiling. In the side kick, exhale to release down, step in line with your hips. And then just a few more. So we're going for about 8 repetitions. Maybe bring the footwork in, so point your foot as you lift, exhale as you lower. And then you're absolutely welcome to stay here. But if you want to challenge yourself and maybe try, extend fully into the legs, and then lifting and lowering without letting the top hip roll back. So we want to keep it facing forward. Feeling into the front and backs of the legs, engaging through the core, relaxing through the spine, and letting the shoulders stay one on top of the other. Great, just 1 more. Lift the leg, flex and release. Great job. Take your time, roll yourself back over onto the floor. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes, let your knees lift and up into a downward facing dog. So to keep the flow, we're just going to take a vinyasa flow. So we come forward into a plank. Relax your knees, push back into a child's pose. Now let your chest come forward. As we've done it before, pull your heart forward, let your heart lift. And then relax back into a downward facing dog. Push those hips up. Take an inhale, exhale to bend your knees, look towards the front of your mat. Step your right leg forward into a long lunge, and then the feet come together or hip widths apart, forward fold. Inhale, relax your head. Exhale, bend your knees and roll up to standing. So let's find our next position, which is a nice wide stance. So come and face me. With your feet gently toe angling out. You take the stance as wide as that feels comfortable for you. So as your shoulders relax back and down, take an inhale, reach your arms nice and wide. On the exhale, let your knees bend and allow your hips to sink down into a wide squat position. So this is what we call a goddess pose, and we got a lot of mudras we could do through the hands, but I just want you to really feel into the strength of the legs. Make sure that your knees pressing in line with the middle of your toes. Your tailbone is tucked under, so there's no arching in the back. Use a really strong position. Maybe come up a little higher if dropping deep is too challenging. Okay, so let's move gently here. On the inhale, we release out the legs and reach your arms upwards. On the exhale, we open the arms and think down. Let's do 4 more. Inhale to lift, exhale and release. And if you want to challenge yourself, inhale to lift. Exhale as you drop into your squat. See if you can lift your heels off the ground. And then bring your heels back into the floor as you inhale, straighten through the legs. As you exhale, keep the spine long, draw the belly in and lift your heels. Good. One more time. Inhale and rise. Exhale and release. Hands, arms softening, lifting the heels. Now can you stay lifted? And we're just going to do it one by one. So we drove the left heel down and the right heel. And we got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both heels down. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, soften the hands down to your hips. Let your shoulders pull back. Bring both toes face forward and take a little tip forward from the hips. Find your hands down on the ground. Draw one foot behind the other and come on down into a seated position. So bringing your legs out in front, let your feet come a little bit wider, bring the hands wider behind your shoulders. And this can wipe the legs towards your right side as you let your eyes look over to the left. Take an inhale here. Exhale to come back to center and do the other side. Great. Do one more each side. Allowing your knee in the middle, push down towards the floor. And one more. Lovely job. Slowly come back into the center. Turn towards the short side. And let's finish lying down. As you lie down on your mat, bring your feet a bit closer towards you. Pick up your right foot and gently place the right ankle over the top of the left. So the shoulders relax away. And you can stay here. Maybe use your right hand to open up that right knee. You got also the choice to lift your left foot off the ground and bring the left knee towards your chest. And you might just stay here, letting the top knee open up. Or lift the chest, tuck your chin, and then let your hands reach through, holding the back of your left thigh or the top of your left chin. Relax your head, spine back into the mat. And this is a position where you are opening up for the hips. At the same time, you're stretching through the outer glutes. It's a lovely way to stretch that IT band and those glutes for the outer thigh. If you wish, please stay here. There's one more way to take this deeper. If you'd like to follow me, bring the hands down the back of your thighs and extend through the left leg. So you want to make sure you've got enough space and your right ankle is comfortable on the left thigh. And then if you've got the space in your spine, reach with the hands up down the back of your left calf and then draw that left extended leg towards your body as your right hip stays open. Now your spine is down on the ground, so if you feel that it's lifting or you're curling in, just maybe bend your leg again and come back to that position. So allow yourself 2 more deep breaths here. Flex through that left foot, a little deeper into the hips, a little deeper into the outer glutes. On your next exhale, allow the knee to bend, bring the foot down into the ground, maybe just stay, pose for a second, and let's change side. Bring the right foot down, left foot onto the top of the knee. You may start to drive the foot off the ground and just stay here, or you crunch, bringing the knee in. Back of the thigh is a perfect place to be. You might reach the top of the shin. There's no right or wrong here. Every day is different, every one of us is different, so sometimes we need to offer different options. This is a fabulous place to be. If you feel comfortable, please stay here. Otherwise, making sure that the left ankle is in the right place, extend through the extended right leg, and let your hands reach up, maybe holding onto the back of the leg. Now try not to hold the knee itself, so you want to keep the joint free. And you're going to experience a very, very deep stretch into your left hip here. So if this is too intense, too deep, please bend your knee and come into any of the other options I showed you before. Anywhere along the way is perfect. Take 2 more inhales with a releasing out breath. And one more time, inhale and exhale. Let your knee bend. Soften the foot towards the ground. Stay there and pose. Bring both feet together. Take a gentle roll over towards your side. And with a nice little ease and push, just lift up. Come into your seated position. Let your shoulder gently draw down your back. Allow yourself to relax into your position. Bring your hands resting on the top of your thighs. And come back to our affirmation. My thoughts become my reality. You may relate to this in so many ways. You may think of someone and that person is going to give you a call that day. When you firmly believe and repeat something to yourself, it has the potential to become reality. So what if your thoughts would be all positive? Then you got the chance to create your reality, to make it into a better life. Take one more inhale. And your exhale, let it go. And your hands towards your heart. Gently flicker your eyes open. And take a bow. Namaste. Thank you for joining me on this beautiful day. I hope you enjoyed your practice. I'll see you tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed that video. For more Pilates and Yoga videos, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell button and check out all the other content on the channel. I'll see you on the mat.